Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again, getting myself prepped for this hurricane coming into Florida. I'm up in North Florida. They're saying the eye wall will be about, give or take, 5 miles to 10 miles away from my homestead. We are packing a brick homestead, so the only weak point of that brick would be the windows and the roof. So, what I got right here is charging my two car batteries. I got them hooked up to my inverter. My inverter has a fan here, and I just charged both of these batteries down very low. Then I brought them back to a good, beautiful charge, and they're almost full. Right now, I'm going to put on my inverter. The fan should kick on, and we have fans running. I'll tell you, being down here in Florida, fans are important. So, what do you must ask yourself? Well, what happens when the power goes out? And that's what I said to myself. Well, I can run and use these. But what happens when these run out of power? Then what do you have? Well, I got my solar panel. So, storm will pass, sun will come back out, I'll have my panel. So I'm going to pull my panel down, keep it safe, and in between time from my the sun not being out and me needing battery power, I'm going to go ahead and hook up my inverter to my van and just run my van. I got a full tank of gas, and it'll charge the battery as I pull off the battery. So this inverter right here is a 2000 watt 2600 surge. So 2000 watt will pull my refrigerator, couple fans. If the internet is working through the cable, I can put that on, possibly a TV. And that's the important thing. A couple lights. There's enough here. So I bought one of these about 15 years ago, 12 years ago. It's appliance load tester. Let's go ahead and click on this inverter. Right now we should have the fan turning. And let's look at this right here. And it says we are over at amps right now. So we're pulling 0.7 of an amp. Over here in watts, we are pulling 84 watts. So these are good to know for you guys who want to just go Rambo and not have a compressor like me and go with bare bones. So I can self-charge, I can charge off my car, I can run fans. I'm ready. Another thing I want to do is some of my tests that I was talking about with storms. So out here, I have set up, I got my two transmission lines. I got my three antenna apparatuses. The one that's the circle one with the points on it, it's my static collector. So if you hook that up to ground and put a capacitor in between it, the ground will send an energy to the one plate of the capacitor. The opposite plate of the capacitor will have the opposite charge. Yeah. Not right now in the rain. Well, go ahead. I'm making a video right now, but go ahead. And whatever charge is on the ground will come up in the air, and then that charge up there will attract the opposite charge and pull power off of that down through the transmission lines, okay? and these transmission lines, and we could see how much power comes in. So right now, I don't have any storms here, but it is getting a little windy, and we are pulling point. So we got a little over a half a volt, 537. And what I have hooked up is I got the iron one up there is hooked up right now, and it's attracting. Um, Funny thing about this is this is the ground rod, and inside this copper rod, about 2 feet in the ground, there's a 1 foot piece of rebar. So it has iron down there. So um, it because it's getting stormy, the ground surface here is positive. The That makes the upper iron up there negative. So I'm seeing a flopping poles right now, which is really, really cool. So I'm making notes and keeping um, data here of how this whole thing starts to oscillate. And as I show you other videos of it changing its poles, we're going to capture that. Now, right now, I don't have the capacitance or the circuitry hooked up to here right now. I'm in the middle of getting ready for a hurricane. So I'll have that. It'll be rainy. It'll be hard rain. I'll have that sealed up so it doesn't get wet. And we'll do some crazy good tests. We'll see if we could get that half a volt to go up based on the high pressure static when it comes in from the storm. And Vinny just wants to say to my Floridians, be safe, my brothers. Hello to my fellow YouTubers. Peace out.